Hello, everybody. It's been a really long time since I did a YouTube live. So, we're going to be talking about the Triple B and E challenge today. If you have any questions about it, feel free to put them in the comments. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button so you can comment. Kim says, can anyone tell me if you have to do Neisha's $5 and Dr. Berry's $5 to do the challenge? So, it's all the same. I'm inside Dr. Berry's network. So if you're already in Dr. Berry's private community, which is the PhD community, the link is in the description, then you already have access to the Triple B&E challenge. You don't have to do anything. If you're already in there, boom. If you're not in there, the challenge is just included with the regular membership. It's not anything additional. You don't have to add anything. So the $5 is you get an extra live with Dr. Berry, you get access to the private community, you get our mentors, and you get me, and you get any challenges that are going on at the time and the replays of any live streams that we do. And so that's how you get access. To be clear, you can totally do the Triple B&E challenge all by yourself. People have. But if you are someone who needs support or you like more information, I'm in the group Monday through Friday, every single day, answering questions. And worksheets are provided, guidelines are provided, all of that stuff is inside the group. So, if you're in the group, you don't have to do anything. You're already accessed. Look, there's Beckett. Hey, buddy. Are you eating? What's she eating?
Chocolate salt.
Chocolate salt. He loves the Element chocolate salt.
I'll show it to you.
Yeah. Is it good? Yum. Okay, so let's talk about Triple B&E. What is Triple B&E? Because some people don't know. It's beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. That's what it stands for. So it's not a lifestyle, although there's some people that do just eat beef, butter, bacon, and eggs as a lifestyle, but that's not what we're doing. We're just doing a challenge. It's 30 days. Technically, it's 28 days because there's only 28 days in February, but 30 days of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs as an elimination diet. In March, we'll reintroduce foods if you want to stay in there. That's the second part, but you can just do the challenge if you want to. You can cancel at any time, by the way. It's month to month. And then along with beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, Dr. Berry has extended the B. So beef, you can also have ruminant meat, meaning elk, venison, bison, sheep, goat, ruminant red meat, fatty cuts of meat. That's what the B stands for, is beef. And you can do just beef, but some people like to add some venison or other ruminant meats in there as well. Butter is butter. It can be any butter that you like, and that's the butter. Bacon. You can have pork belly as well if you want to have fatty cuts of pork. That's okay, but stick to just meat only, right? Just the meats, no mixed meats or deli meats or anything like that. Strictly just one ingredient, pork, right? And then eggs, any eggs, duck eggs, quail eggs, fish roe, fish eggs, and of course chicken eggs, obviously. And that is the basis of Triple B&E. Beverages include unsweetened coffee, unsweetened tea, no dairy, no sweeteners. Salt is okay for seasoning, and that's basically it. This is very strict. It's a big deal. If you're not ready for this, that's totally fine. If you don't want to do Triple B&E, also totally fine. It is meant to be a reset. A lot of people use it to break a stall. That's not necessarily what I am focusing on in the challenge group. This is a step in the direction of elimination process. So taking everything out except for beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, what I just mentioned. And then after that, reintroducing foods into your diet to see how you react to them. If you react to them, what kind of reaction that you have to them. And that will be in March that we do the reintroduction phase. Brittany wants to know, what about element electrolytes? Unflavored electrolytes are okay. Keto chow electrolytes, okay. The liquid drops, those are fine. The trace minerals are fine. Any unflavored electrolytes are okay. Hi, Briar Rose. Yes, so beef broth is okay. Bone broth, good quality bone broth, obviously. If you can make your own, even better. Ketorade, yes, that's okay. You can make your own Ketorade drink, which is electrolytes. That recipe is on Dr. Berry's channel, I think. You can make your own electrolytes. That's totally fine. This starts tomorrow inside the Mighty Network. Yes. So if you're already in the PhD community, which is Dr. Berry's community, all of this is included. You don't have to do anything extra. Just join Dr. Berry's community. And inside there's the Triple BBBE Challenge. And you can see it in the left-hand side of the menu. It says the Triple BBBE Challenge. You just click there, join the group, and then you're part of the group as well as the rest of the community, and you get access to all the extra perks that Dr. Berry offers, plus the challenge. Colleen says, I've been told not to use bacon grease every day because it will raise my cholesterol. Same with eggs. Any advice or how much we can have each day? Dr. Berry has a lot of videos on cholesterol and what you should care about when it comes to your lipid panel. The long and short of it is worry about your triglycerides, your LDL, your HDL, and cholesterol is a little bit, it gets a bad rap when it's not really the bad guy, but I encourage you to take a look at one of his videos or David Diamond or Dave Feldman. There's a lot of really good information about cholesterol. I will tell you right now, I eat bacon grease every single day. My cholesterol, LDL, HDL, and triglycerides are all in perfect order. I love bacon grease. All right, let's see. Any side effects that we should prepare for? Well, that depends on what you're coming from. So if you're coming from a carnivore diet, a true carnivore, actual carnivore, then probably not much. If you're coming from ketovore, you may have a little bit of a transition, depending on how many vegetable days you're having. If you're coming from keto, you could have a little bit of bowel symptoms in the first few weeks, but nothing serious and nothing long term. Pat, do you still recommend 1-to-1 ratio for fat to protein? Yes, I think that's a wonderful starting place for most people is 1-to-1, meaning grams to grams, fat to protein. If your protein, your goal macro for protein is 100 grams, just throwing this out here. Personally, I get probably about 110 grams of protein a day. My fat macro falls somewhere in the same range of 110 per day. So that's what 1-to-1 means. And that is just a baseline. Some people do better with higher fat. Some people do better with higher protein. So that's something that you have to kind of figure out, but that's a good starting place. Kim, should I have done baseline labs? I don't have an appointment yet. So should we do them on our own? Can you post the link? Dr. Berry has that link, I think, in his labs, the do your own labs, own your own labs. You can do that. It's not required. It is good to have a baseline before you make any changes. Usually most people have had some sort of labs done in the last 3 months, but if that's something you want to do, you can absolutely do that. If that's something you can't do, don't worry about it. Amanda, I've been watching Two Crazy Keto's BBBE challenge videos, and they have really helped me prepare for this. They're referencing Dr. Berry constantly throughout their challenge. Yes. Two Crazy Ketos. How many days did they? 90? They may have done, I know they did, it was a long time. And so there is a ton of content over on Two Crazy Keto's YouTube channel about Triple BBBE. If you want to go get some ideas on what to eat and someone who did it, like get some feedback from two amazing, hilarious people who have done Triple BBBE, go check out their channel. They have really good content. Karu, how do you increase your fat consumption? Well, it depends on what you're eating already. If you're not eating fatty meat, then eat more fatty meat. Cook your meat in fat, and add butter on top. Add egg yolks on top. It's another good place to get some fat. That's how I get my fat in. I eat fatty cuts. I cook all my meat in fat, and I, usually top it with some butter, depending on what I'm eating. Hey, Montana. Is it freezing where you guys are? It is cold here. We did not get any snow or ice, though. So that's good. Do you have a small meatball recipe? What do you mean small meatball? Like, you can make meatballs any size that you want. Melissa has a great meatball recipe. If I'm doing triple B&E, all I do is I just put pork panko and egg and salt, and then I make them into, meatballs and stick them in the oven. Paola is in Arizona. It's 86 in Orlando. Oh, man, I'm so jealous. Celeste, yeah, hollandaise is totally fine. Bacon mayo, butter mayo, those are all within the guidelines of triple B&E. So, Two Crazy Ketos has a really great butter mayo recipe. It uses a little bit of acid from lemon juice. That's fine. Okay. Bacon mayo, same thing. Hollandaise, same thing. Totally fine. You can make mayonnaise with any fat, guys. Butter, bacon, it's amazing. And it's way better than anything you buy at the store. Plus, it's clean. You make it fresh, put it in the refrigerator, use it within a week probably because it's got eggs in it. Add bacon to your meatball, says Melissa. That's what I like. I like seeing those kind of ideas. No chicken. No. Beef, butter, bacon, eggs. Eggs is the only part of a chicken in this challenge. It is meant to be strict for a reason. So that when you bring the foods back in March, you are truly getting a good picture of what's going on. Yes, coffee is allowed. No cream, though. No sweetener. Some of you guys are not ready for this, and that's totally okay. It's okay. Julie, thank you. Bra Rose, what about histamine issues with beef? If you can't do beef, do another ruminant. Goat, sheep, elk, venison, bison. There's a lot of ruminants out there. No coconut oil. Coconut is from a plant. We want you to be using animal fats during this during this challenge. Hey, Amanda. Good to see you. Yes, lamb and bison are wonderful. Olive's over here into something. No products. Bone broth is okay. Any cut of beef. Any cut. If it's not a fatty cut, add fat to it. Ground beef is fine. Tenderloin's fine. Sirloin's fine. Ribeye is fine. Ribs are fine. Reason behind no chicken. We're trying to keep it simplified to red ruminant meats because that's where a lot of people thrive. I don't think chicken is bad. That's just the guidelines of the challenge. Chicken is fine when you're doing carnivore, but for this challenge, cutting out the chicken. Pork ribs are fine, yes. Inside of the group, there will be a full breakdown of what you can eat and what you can't eat. For those of you who join, that will be completely broken down for you guys. There'll be worksheets and all of that good stuff too. You can absolutely add butter to your coffee. You can also add egg to your coffee, which is crazy, I know, but it's good. For anyone who has to have some creamy coffee, egg coffee is fantastic. Julie, butter with our meal, not sticks of butter all day, right? Yeah, that's not something that I require out of you. If you like eating sticks of butter, that's totally fine. I'm not going to tell you not to do that. If you love it and it tastes good and you thrive in that, go for it. But it is not part of the challenge for you to eat a certain amount of butter per day. I just want you to eat meat and fat good fatty meat. Yay, Tina. Brown butter bites. Yes, allowed. Is this free? You can do it on your own for free. It's just eat beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 30 days with no sweetener and no dairy. Boom, there you go. But if you want to join the group and have access to my daily live check-ins and Dr. Berry also, then it's $5 to join the group. You can join at higher levels too. You get more perks, but $5 you get access to extra live with Dr. Berry a week, the challenge, and daily check-ins with me Monday through Friday. Live in there answering your questions. So if you run into any problems, you can always watch a live, and I do the replays as well. So if you miss a live, there's always the replay. You can go back and watch it at your own convenience. Yep, there's Pedro. Those of you who are in the group, thank you for being on my live, even though you already heard from me once today. So if you want to sign up, the link is in the description, or you can just go into your web browser and type in drberry.com/community, and that will take you to the landing page. And no, not $5 every day, $5 a month for the whole month. And you can cancel it anytime you want. You can cancel the minute that you get in there if you want to. So $5 for the whole month, not $5 a day. Sorry. I didn't think I needed to say that, but yes, I absolutely probably didn't need to say that. $5 for the month. Lynn, are the live scheduled times per day? No, they're random times. There are a lot of people in there, and everybody has a different time zone, so I try to make them at different times so that you can at least get one live in maybe per week, and then the replays you can watch as you want them. Hey, Holly Cressy. Sophia, yeah, if you're already in the community, you don't have any extra thing to do. You already have access. If you're in there, if you're part of the PhD community, there's nothing, you don't have to pay anything else. It just is inside the group. You'll just join the Triple B&E challenge so that you can see all the updates and everything. Why no sweetener? Sweetener for a lot of people can be holding them back from getting rid of sugar cravings. It also keeps you from having a nice palate because you're always having something sweet, something sweet, something sweet. So it's not long, guys. It's 28 days. Really, I would love for you to go the full 30 days with this. Giving up sweetener is not that hard, I promise. Nancy, how can I upgrade from $5 to $12? Nancy, if you'll send me a message inside of the group, I will walk you through that. So just send me a DM in the group. Yeah. Queen Bean says sweetener can be a trigger for me. Lately, black coffee is a trigger. Sheesh. Yeah. For some people, coffee is something that they need to give up too, but it's not required for the challenge. You're allowed to have coffee, just no creamer, no sweetener, no dairy. And Brittany says, I exchanged my exogenous ketones for my membership and some electrolytes. I love it. Why are y'all making it so hard? Was that to me? Sorry. Or are you talking to somebody else? Amy, the link is in the description. So if you just go below this video, the description section, you just can click that link. Yeah, there's Olive. Pork belly, yes. You can have Redmond's salt. You can have Redmond's smoked salt. Oh, thank you, Linda. The flavored electrolytes are sweetened, so only unflavored electrolytes. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Is there a limit for egg ratio versus beef or bacon? No, Rachel. If you love eggs and that's most of what you eat, that's totally fine. If you're having bacon and eggs every day and you don't eat beef except for once a week, like that's totally fine too. Yes, only salt, smoked salt, and Redmond's regular salt. It is a challenge, guys. Topo Chico is fine, yes, but no flavored waters. So no LaCroix, no bubbly, just mineral water that is mineral water. You can get your electrolytes from making your own electrolyte drink with no sweetener, or you can buy the unflavored electrolytes. Element has unflavored. You can use the trace mineral drops, the keto chow mineral drops. Yes, beef liver is okay. Yeah, smoked salt is amazing. No honey, no fruits, no vegetables. This is a strict elimination challenge that is not right for everyone, which is why this is not required for anyone to do. But if you want to do it, awesome. You can do it by yourself too. You don't have to join the group. You can do it on your own. But if you want support and daily check-ins and that stuff, a lot of people thrive in that kind of community. So you should do another what I eat in a day triple BNE challenge. It would just be me eating eggs and bacon. Like I normally do anyways. Karen says suggestions for Super Bowl snacks. Make your own meatballs, make some ribs, some nice fatty pork ribs or beef ribs. I mean, ribs are the way to go, guys, okay? And let me just say, I told the girls and the people, there's dudes in there too. It is mostly women though. I told them today, if you eat some chicken wings on Super Bowl Sunday, I will not be totally mad about that. I can understand. If chicken wings is the worst thing that you do, I'm okay with that, You don't have to tell me. I'll never know. Tracy, what type of eggs are best? Pasture raised, organic, etc. Yeah, pastured, meaning that they are truly free range. Like labels now they don't mean as much as they used to mean. So used to cage free was good. Now cage free doesn't really mean anything. It means they have like 2 inches of grass to get to. Free range doesn't mean. So you want pastured if you can afford them. Of course, eggs are expensive. So, whatever eggs you can afford are fine. You don't have to get perfect eggs for this challenge. You don't have to have grass-fed, grass-finished meat for this challenge. It just needs to be meat. Okay, so in your budget. But eggs are great. If you can get them from someone that raises them in the backyard like we do, even better. No dairy. I know. And listen, I'm here to tell you, I'm not a dairy hater. Something happened to my computer. But for a lot of people, taking the dairy out makes such a huge difference. And then they can bring it back in and maybe better understand how they react, if they need to moderate their dairy consumption, if specific cheeses affect them more than other cheeses, liquid dairy versus aged Gouda and Romano and Parmesan and such, so on and so forth. So giving up the dairy is a big step. I did it. All right. I'm not asking anybody to do anything I haven't done. All right. So it is doable. I know. I've done it. Giving up dairy sucked. But you know what? I better understood my body and I better understood how I reacted to dairy. And I can have some every now and then. I can't pile it on like I used to and cover my whole plate of meat with cheese, but I can have it and I can have specific kind of cheeses more than others. But that's how I figured it out. I took it out and then I reintroduced it, which is the real reason to do triple B&E, although other people do it for different reasons. Wesley says, when I've lost weight before, I've had to give up dairy. It causes too much inflammation for me. Yeah. Butter is technically dairy. However, butter doesn't have the properties that cheese do, that milk and heavy cream. Like, there's so much lactose in cheese and dairy. Butter is mostly fat. And most people are not sensitive to butter. Are there people that are? Probably. It's very uncommon. Butter is considered fine. These are Dr. Berry's rules, by the way, so if you want to, complain, take it up with him. So February 1st, tomorrow, will be the first day of the challenge. We will be in there hanging out, sharing our food, sharing our struggles, sharing our wins. Where are you meeting? We're meeting inside the PhD community. It's Dr. Berry's group, which I am inside. So you get this challenge when you are in Dr. Berry's group, the PhD community. If you're already in there, then you already have access to this. No need to do anything special except for get in there and click on the BBBE challenge group, and that's it. Is there a coupon code for the keto minerals? Dr. Berry, underneath his live streams, there's a link that has the discount already applied to it. So if you go to any of his live stream videos, Monday Night Live, and click the description where it says see more, it's in there, and use that link and it'll give you a discount applied. John, if you're already in there, it's right under the Ketovore Challenge. So the Ketovore Challenge has a purple logo. BBBE has a white logo. I'll pull up what it looks like on the phone so you guys can see what I'm talking about over here. If you're just joining, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are staying warm. I'm freezing. So when you get into the community, you can log on in your web browser, or you can download the app once you have signed up. You have to sign up in a web browser, but once you've done that, you can just be in the group once you've signed in and got your $5 membership or whatever level that you check. There's this little 3 lines over here. When you click on that, here's where it says live challenges. Their Ketovore challenge, we wrapping that up today. Tomorrow starts the BBBE challenge, which is right underneath it. When you click on it, there's course materials. This is where you're going to see all the worksheets, any pre-recorded videos that I do, and then right next to it is more. You tap on that course community. That's where people are talking to each other, hanging out, having a good time. That's where the live streams will be. And so if you're already in the PhD community, that's how you're going to find it. Carnivore crisp code is Berry, Berry. Pork belly is allowed, yes. No, John, it's not anything extra. It's inside of the group. I'm fixing to get hungry, y'all. What are you guys eating for lunch today? Share with me. Or breakfast, first meal of the day, whatever you want to call it. Pork rinds are, yes, they're okay. Eggs and bacon, butter and Gouda. Fasting. Love it. Awesome. Smash burgers. Oh, yes. So good. I love a smash burger. Y'all are having some yummy, tasty stuff. Love it. I will be sharing meal ideas in there too. Honestly, guys, just keep it simple. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Pick your meat. Cook it in an animal fat. Add salt. That's it. Cook your eggs any way that you want them. Fry them, boil them, poach them, scramble them. French eggs are the best way, I think. Which, if you don't know how to make French eggs, Google it right now. Gordon Ramsay has the best tutorial. Oh my God, it's so good. But just keep it simple. Put eggs on top of your burger patties to change it up. Put eggs and bacon on top of your burger patties. Uh, you know, ribs. Dip your ribs in butter. Dip your ribs in bacon fat. There's so many ways to do this. It's going to challenge you. It's going to push you. It's going to make you uncomfortable. But on the other side are a lot of answers that I think a lot of you want. Whether or not some vegetables affect you, whether or not dairy affects you, whether or not you get triggered by using keto approved sweeteners. All those things, you can't know the answers. Nobody on the internet can tell you the answers. You have to figure it out on your own, because you may or may not be able to tolerate things better than someone else on the internet. Just because I can eat onions doesn't mean that you may not have sensitivities to onions. Because I eat something doesn't mean you can eat something. Because you can eat something doesn't mean I can eat something. And the only way to figure all this out and not be confused by all the noise in the influencer sphere here on YouTube is to do N=1 experiments, which means you do an elimination diet, you reintroduce the food, and I'm going to teach you guys how to reintroduce food properly and document how you feel. You are the only person who can give yourself those answers. Period. Full stop. Somebody can say I'm wrong, but I disagree. That is the best way to do this. Otherwise, you're like, I should do this. I should do this. Oh, he said, she said, they said, we did. High fat, low fat, high protein, no fat, 7 sticks of butter, no butter. How do you know? You eliminate all the fluff and you bring in things and you understand your body better. But you can't do that if you don't take it out. No corned beef, unless it's actual corned beef, like nothing in a can, obviously. Which is probably what you meant, like actual corned beef, yeah. That's okay. Limpin says, my first triple B&E, down 18 pounds in almost 4 weeks. Oh, yeah. If you have done triple B&E, put in the comments how you felt. Did you like it? Did you get benefits from it? Why do you think other people should do it? Put it in the comments. I want to see. Is triple B&E good for long term? There are people who do it long term. I don't think that you have to do it long term, but if you love it, go for it. Teresa said, I loved it. I healed completely. Holly said, yes, I lost weight. My eczema totally went away. Triple B&E broke Bill's stall. Anne said, I've done it and it helped with my depression. Nerve pain got better. Yes, if you don't eat pork for religious reasons, you can just leave that out. That's okay. Body composition improved. Yep. It's so much more. People like to do triple B&E because it can break a stall. But what it really does is it decreases how much inflammatory foods you're eating down to basically it's just meat, which should be the least inflammatory with very few, caveats to that. Therefore, your inflammation goes down, which causes a lot of health issues to improve, like pain, migraines, menstrual cycles, as long as you're eating plenty of fat. Like, do not do this and eat low fat. Just don't, okay? depression, anxiety. The list goes on and on and on. It's very important to understand triple B&E is an elimination diet for these type of purposes to better understand your body, to decrease the inflammation. If you are eating a standard American diet, I would say just do keto first. Don't jump into triple B&E unless you just really want to. Depending on where you're at right now, if you jump into triple B&E, you can have some IBS and some digestive issues, and that's just part of your gut microbiome healing, and it's not forever, it's temporary. So just, keep that in mind. If you're eating a really high carb, highly inflammatory diet, you will have a transition period just like you do when you go from eating standard American diet to a keto diet. There's several weeks for some people that they have a healing phase. And, that's up to you. Do you want to sign up for that? If you don't, do it slow. Transition slow. That's totally fine. Yes, this will be available for the replay. I'm excited to start this with you guys. If you're going to join, awesome. If you're going to do this on your own, awesome. If you're not ready to do this and you just want to stick to keto, awesome. I will be here. The group will be here. And there is no pressure to do this. It is if you want to. If you're ready to take the next step, if you're ready to push your boundaries, if you're ready to get uncomfortable, if you're ready to see some changes, if you've hit a place in your keto journey where you are ready to push it, to push your mind too, because it's about mindset as much as it's about what's on your plate. And really, really eliminate all the fluff and get down to the nitty-gritty so you can better understand what foods you tolerate. This is it. This is not the last time I'm going to do this too. So if you're not ready for triple B&E right now, it's okay. We'll do this again, I promise, probably in the summer. So if you're not ready, that's okay. There will be another one in the future. And also when this is over, if you're in the community, all the content will stay in the community and you can come back and do it whenever you want to. It just won't have me in there every day checking in, answering questions. That's the biggest deal. That's what you're signing up for. Is you get access to Dr. Barry and all his stuff, but then you also get me in there Monday through Friday, pending any emergencies, right? Answering your questions. If you're confused about anything, if you're having any issues, I'm in there. I'm there for you. You can also send me direct messages if you can't get into a live. So there you go. It's $5 a month, by the way. Somebody was like, $5 a day? No. $5 for the whole month, and you can cancel literally anytime. Anytime. No pressure. You can also do this on your own. If you're in there, I will see you later today because I'm going to hop in there later in the Triple B&E group, and we're going to talk about some things. All right? Get some, no nuts. No nuts. No. So if you're ready for this, I hope you've got a lot of food in the refrigerator. Meat, eggs, all that good stuff. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Get ready. We're going to have a good time. Also, it's a fun time in the group. You get the most unfiltered Neisha that you could ever get. So if you like that, you also get access to that. Harmless Rebel sprained his ankle. What do you and the doc recommend for pain? Ibuprofen or Tylenol? Warm heat compresses. I'm pretty sure you have a video on this, don't you? He's just ignoring.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's got a video about that on his channel. Warm compresses. And if you want to take an anti-inflammatory NSAID, that's fine. Just, Don't take it every day, obviously. All right, guys. The link to join the Triple BBBE Challenge and the PhD Network, it's all one. You don't have to join two things. It's just one thing. So join the PhD community. And in there, we have the Triple BBBE Challenge starting tomorrow. I hope to see you in there. If not, I'll see you back here on YouTube. I love you and I mean it. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye.